welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am coming at you with another savory recipe. It's a recipe that I've never done before, but we are gonna be making Korean-inspired French fry corn dogs. If you're new to my channel, hi and welcome. My name's Nicole and I'm just a gal that loves food. I love baking, I love cooking, and I love sharing all of my recipes with you guys. I post weekly on YouTube, so if you love food and you love watching recipe videos, then definitely subscribe to my channel. I am pretty sure most of you have already seen or are super familiar with Korean corn dogs, but if you haven't, you are in for a treat. These corn dogs are definitely not your standard corn dog. They have been elevated to the max. They are basically sticks of cheese or hot dogs rolled in a batter, then rolled in French fries, then in breadcrumbs, and deep fried to perfection, then coated with sugar and topped with ketchup and mayonnaise. So crazy. Also, make sure to watch until the end of the video because the cheese pull on these corn dogs are extraordinary. Alright, I cannot wait any longer to get into this recipe, but before we get started, if you haven't already, definitely give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and if you'd like to see more recipe videos from me, subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss any of my videos. Let's get started.
Alright guys, I'm going to start off with an 8 by 11.5 inch dish, and I'm going to go ahead and wipe it down with some cooking spray. Feel free to use a bowl for this step as well. Once our dish has been greased, I'm going to add in 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.5 tablespoons of instant yeast, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt, and then go right ahead and mix the ingredients together. Then I'm just going to make a little well in the middle of our dry ingredients, and I'm going to add in 2 cups of water gradually, so that's half a cup at a time, and 3 tablespoons of canola or vegetable oil. Once the wet ingredients have been thoroughly mixed in, we can go ahead and add in our next half cup of water. While you're mixing the ingredients together, just a quick note here to make sure to scrape down all of the flour from the sides of your dish or bowl so that they're thoroughly incorporated into the batter. This is the last half cup of water that I'm going to be adding to the batter as we are nearing the consistency that we're looking for, which is a super thick and wet batter. So this is the consistency of the batter that we're looking for. It's super thick and wet, and it kind of looks like the sludge served in a high school cafeteria in every single movie. If your mixture is looking a little dry, feel free to add in more water gradually. Next, I'm going to take some cling film and place it over our dish, and we're going to set this aside and let it rest for 2 hours. Now for my Korean corn dogs, I decided to combine both hot dogs and cheese, but feel free to only use either cheese or only hot dog. It's totally up to you. You'll notice that the skewers I'm using in this video are a lot thicker than the regular skewer, and that's because I want these corn dogs to be really big and meaty. So I'm actually using more of a wooden dowel than skewers. If you don't have wooden dowels, you can also opt for chopsticks as well. Once your skewers are assembled, I'm just going to set mine in the fridge while we wait for the batter. After 2 hours, your batter should look something like this. It should have doubled in size and it should be super sticky when you release it from the cling film. Now for my favorite part of the recipe, we are going to finish assembling our Korean corn dogs. So I have 4 cups of cubed potatoes here. Just a quick side note, I am using pre-bought hash that you can buy in the frozen aisle, but you can also go and cube your own potatoes or even buy frozen fries and chop them up into small cubes. Next, I'm going to take 2.5 cups of panko, and these are going to make your corn dogs super crispy. Okay, so we're gonna take a skewer and we're gonna press it into the batter, and we're gonna do a twisting or rolling motion, and because the batter is so sticky, it should stick to the skewer effortlessly. Then I'm gonna take that skewer and place it directly into my hash or cubed potatoes and just stick all of the potatoes I can on there. I love them super crispy, so the more you add, the better. Then we are going to take your potato loaded corn dog and we're going to drop this into the panko breadcrumbs, and also place as many panko breadcrumbs as you can so they come out super crispy. Just a reminder that your batter is super sticky, so once you roll it in the potatoes and panko, it should be picking up those toppings effortlessly. This is what our pre-fried corn dog should look like, and now we're going to repeat this step with our next skewers. Quick side note, this step can get really messy, but don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and really get in there into the batter and all of your toppings. Once done, your corn dog should look something like this, and this recipe yields 8 large corn dogs. It is time to fry these babies up. I'm just using a regular pan in this video, but feel free to use a deep fryer if you have one or any type of pan you'd like. Before you start frying, you want to make sure that the oil you have in your pan is super hot, so around 350 Fahrenheit. Once you drop your corn dogs in, they should be bubbling just like so, and we're going to fry them up until they are nice and golden and crispy. Once your corn dogs have reached this golden color, it's time to remove from the pan, and I'm just going to place them on some paper towel to remove the excess oil. Now we repeat this step with the rest of our corn dogs. Because the last couple of corn dogs have been sitting out for a while, I'm just making sure to reshape them with my hands and sticking all the toppings together before I place them in the pan. Also, you may notice that a lot of the potatoes are falling off of your corn dogs while they're frying, but that is completely fine. Our corn dogs are officially done frying. I'm just going to let them sit on a paper towel for a couple of minutes to cool down, and now it's time to top them with more toppings. Guys, I really wasn't kidding when I told you that these are really big. Okay, our first topping is going to be some granulated sugar. I'm just going to sprinkle them on top of my corn dogs, but feel free to roll them in sugar as well. And then I'm gonna place some ketchup on top along with some Kewpie mayo. If you don't have any Kewpie mayo at home, feel free to use regular yellow mustard as well. I wish you guys could really smell how wonderful my kitchen smells right now. It just smells like deep fried potato heaven. If you are looking for a really fun recipe to try out, I recommend these because they are just so fun to make, and they're also so fun to eat, and they are extremely delicious. You cannot go wrong with deep fried batter and potatoes. Now, how's about I break one of these bad boys open so I can show you exactly what it looks like in the inside, because remember, that cheese is melty. Look at that. That cheese pull was so long I had to come back and do it a second time until it snapped. These corn dogs are extremely crispy on the outside and super cheesy and gooey on the inside. 100% recommend you try this out.
Alright guys, that is it for today's recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Granted, this recipe is not the healthiest thing out there, but it's definitely worth trying because it's so delicious. If you end up recreating this recipe, don't forget to tag me on my Instagram at NicoleCharmaine, and I will gladly share it for everyone to see. Alright guys, before I let you go, if you haven't already, definitely give this video a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more recipe videos from me, subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss any of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.